Hey, what is going on everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I want to give you guys some tips, some pros and cons on trading demo and live money. I want to talk about some of the advantages of trading demo that not enough people talk about, and I'm also going to cover why demo trading can dramatically increase and improve your live trading performance. So before we get on with the video, I just want to quickly give a shout out to all my YouTube subscribers. I appreciate you all for checking out and getting some value from my content. I really do appreciate you guys. And also to all the new people checking out the channel, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're getting any type of value. Please leave a comment in the comment box below to let me know what I can do better. Give me some constructive criticism, I love it. And don't forget to subscribe so the YouTube algorithm can get this content to new struggling traders. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jerome. I am a full-time Forex trader based here in Sydney, Australia, and I'm also working alongside Austin Silva as an AceFX coach. I'm excited for this video. Pros and cons of trading paper money, trading live money. I've been both spectrums and I got some pretty cool insight for you guys. So without me going on too much, let's get into it. And just a quick disclaimer, this video is more aimed towards beginner or struggling traders. If you're already a profitable trader, feel free to stick around, but I don't think you're gonna get much value from this video. When traders get into trading initially, we just wanna put money in a brokerage account and start executing orders to become rich, no hard feelings. That's how 90% of traders are, me included, unfortunately, but it's natural. Unfortunately, that is the way trading is kind of perceived and how a lot of social media is kind of projecting trading to be. Put money in the account and we will double it. It's easy to make money. And that is far from the truth. So I'm here in this video to give you guys some insight into live trading, your own money, any live money, real money, and demo account money. So paper money, fake money, whatever you want to call it. So let's start with the pros and cons of trading real money, and we're going to start with the disadvantages first. And number one is lack of emotional control. Trading real money as a beginner or struggling trader, nine times out of 10 will unfortunately result in losing money. If you're struggling or you're a beginner trader, you really shouldn't be trading live money just yet. So let's get down the list and hopefully I can give you guys some insight into why. So this brings me on to number two, and that is building bad habits. So this kind of reflects onto the first one, and that is lack of emotional control. Building bad habits in trading is very easy to do. It's very easy to get stuck on a hamster wheel going round and round, and we are simply blinded by our emotions on the mistakes we are making. Trading requires a lot of emotional discipline. And as a trader, I'm sure most of us are retail traders where we trade from home. We have no one over our shoulder watching what we do. So it is on us as a trader, as an individual, to make sure we do the right things. Trading live money can really play with your head and your emotions a lot. So you got to be really in tune with yourself. All professional traders understand this. They have a lot of emotional discipline and control, and you're gonna need it, especially if you're trading large amounts. This brings me on to number three, and that is watch your ego. I've been a victim of this, and I'm sure many people have as well. As a beginner trader in my early days, when I wasn't really trading with a system or a set of rules, and I was trading live money, your ego can really get in the way. And what I mean by that is, if you get lucky and you take a few winning trades and you're on a winning streak, you will just start posting it. Well, at least I did anyway on social media. You get excited. It's a sense of accomplishment. After all, as traders, we only make money when we are right. So when trade goes in our favor and we're winning, it's very exciting. But you have to watch your ego because you can lose all those profits the next day. The market is very unforgiving, and unfortunately, it will humble you in a split second if you let that get to you and you let your ego get in the way if you're trading real money and you're just not prepared for it at all. And then that brings me on to disadvantage number four of trading real money, and that is, this one's very simple. You can lose a lot of money, and you can lose a lot of money very quick, unfortunately. This is the reality for a lot of traders. Hopefully in this video, I can get this message across to a lot of beginner traders, or before they even think about putting money in a brokerage account. The amount of money you can lose is pretty much infinite as long as you keep topping up that account if you don't have a trading plan. Now, I'm going to touch on this in a minute, but you must have a clear set of rules of engagement in getting involved in any trade. If you are a discretionary trader, which means more or less you're trading off experience or feelings, that is just a no-go. I would not recommend that. If you're still with me, later in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips how to avoid kind of how to lose a lot of money and what you guys can do to really kind of understand yourself and get a better understanding of trading and what you should be doing to pretty much not lose money as a beginner trader. Because if you're just getting into trading, if you are struggling, you really shouldn't be putting live money in the market just yet. And just a quick disclaimer, this video is more aimed towards beginner or struggling traders. If you're already a profitable trader, feel free to stick around, but I don't think you're gonna get much value from this video. All right, so now let's talk about some advantages of trading real money. I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, especially as a beginner trader. I can't stress this enough, but the advantages of trading real money, and the only one I can think of, is a sense of reality. Whether you lose money or you make money, that is just the reality of trading. You are gonna lose, you're gonna take losses, and you're also gonna take wins. Sorry, my camera just cut out, so I gotta pick off where I was, but I was just talking about the principle of trading is pretty much you're gonna win, you're gonna lose, and it's a matter of always coming out on top, where your winners are bigger than your losses, and that is just a positive expectancy system, and we'll get to that in a minute. As I was saying, my number one advantage was kind of a sense of reality. So just to touch on that a little bit more, when trading a demo account, you have no emotions connected to that money. It's fake, it doesn't exist. You could open up a $100,000 demo account and blow it in 5 minutes, and you really wouldn't care. The only downfall to this is it's a double-edged sword scenario. You have to treat that demo account as if you would treat your real account. Just like you have to treat a $100 account the exact same way you would treat a $100,000 account. Before we get on the pros and cons of trading a demo account, I just want to give you guys some tips real quickly how to avoid losing money and what every trader should be doing before they even think about putting real money into the market. And that is, you need a system, a proven, tested, back-tested system with a positive expectancy. You need a clear set of rules, meaning know when to enter. Whether it's a candle formation, a cross of an EMA, whatever it may be, you need something that tells you when to get involved in the market. You also need to know where you're gonna put your protective stop, your stop loss. So a stop loss is essentially a sell order that will get a trader out of the market when the trader is wrong, or else that's a whole nother video for another topic, but you should be using a stop loss. So know when to enter, where to put your stop, and know where to take profits. This is all part of a trading system. A strategy is more or less when and what makes you profitable. A system is everything combined with risk management, position sizing, when you trade, what you trade. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but every trader needs a system. I can't stress this enough. If you are trading without a system, without knowing when you are getting in the market, you are literally trading the market blind, and that's just unfortunately going to lose you money in the long term. So I don't recommend doing that. On top of all that, you need to understand the basic foundation of reading price, reading Japanese candlesticks, reading trends in the market, support resistance, supply and demand, price action patterns, double tops, double bottoms, flag patterns, pennants, some indicators. You must be able to translate the cool little lines and the candlesticks into something you can understand, and having that deep understanding or a solid foundation is going to help you tremendously in making your decisions and your technical analysis to build confidence in your trade execution. At the end of the day, I believe in systematic trading where you have a set of rules, like I was saying before, know when to enter, when to exit, where to take profit. In reality, all your technical analysis can go out the window if you're following a system like that, pretty much like a robot. But once again, we are human and we have emotions and psychological things that go on inside us. So we must be able to read the market and translate it and do technical analysis to build confidence in order for us to put our hard-earned cash on the table. So once you have a good understanding and a good foundation of price action, get a system, whether you develop on yourself, you back test it and forward test it, which we'll get to in a minute, or you simply find one online like I did with the AceFX systems. All right, now let's get on to the pros and cons of trading a demo account. And we're gonna start with the disadvantages because I wanna end the video with some good notes. So the first disadvantage is no sense of emotion. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Like I was saying before earlier in the video, you can't really attach any emotions to a demo account. And I'm gonna kind of go down this list in a minute and kind of paint you a bigger picture at the end of the video. This is by far the most hardest thing for any trader to kind of comprehend, especially me. I was kind of, when I first got into trading, I would be trading a demo account, but I'd be more or less trading live. Do as I say, not as I do, because trading live money brought a lot of psychological issues and very bad mistakes that still to this day, I'm trying to correct and fix. Trying to trade demo with no emotions involved makes it very hard. And what I mean by that is you can't really connect or have a connection to it because it's fake. It doesn't exist. That is why, and this was me, take this example from me in personal experience, I was very outcome driven. I was focused on the money. What's the point of trading fake money if there's no return? No risk, no return. It just was one of those things where there was no gratification. Until you realize that I was trading for the money. No trader should be trading for the money. I know this sounds really kind of weird. You should be trading and focusing on the process over outcome. Who cares what the outcome is? Money is just a byproduct of what we do. It's what we did trading and how we approach the charts with our emotional discipline and our discipline to stick to our rules and our trading plan and walk away from the desk and not revenge trade, not to get FOMO, not to make irrational decisions. That is all what makes a amazing trader. Not so much sticking to demo and not getting money. Your profits, the profits you make don't determine how good of a trader you are. So this brings me on to number 2. Sorry, just rambled on there a little bit, but it's a risk. Number 2 is a risk-free environment. Now, this is also a double-edged sword scenario. Yes, it's a risk-free environment, which is positive, but as a trader, we must develop emotional discipline as well as become a master of risk. And how can you become a master of risk if there is no risk to associate anything with? This was just something that went through my head once again, and just kind of touching base on what I was just saying before and rambling on about, it's the process. So yes, demo trading, I want to get to why it's amazing in a minute, but it's trying to connect these things. I feel like a lot of traders try and connect themselves to a demo account and try and get the results. Like I'm up 4%, 5%, whatever it is. Don't worry about the monetary value. Don't worry about how much you're gaining. Are you profitable? Are you following your system? Are you following your rules? Are you being emotionally disciplined? Those are the things you need to worry about, not if you're up 10% on the month. Number 3 of the disadvantages of trading a demo is not taking it seriously. Once again, this comes down to just there's no reward, there's no gratification. A lot of traders apply this mentality that they must be getting something in return. And the reality is you are getting something in return. Yes, it's not physical cash or, you're not growing a real account. You're growing the skill as a trader. You're growing your confidence. You're growing your self-awareness. You're understanding yourself on a deeper level. So when you do go in and transition into live money, it's an easier transition and you'll be able to perfect it a lot more easier than people who just kind of throw everything they have at trading, and it's just a very vicious cycle. And number 4 is simply no sense of gratification. I talked about this briefly before, but yes, if you're trading a demo account, unfortunately, there is nothing in return. But like I just said, you are getting something in return, and it's the skill as a trader. So confidence in everything you need, all the perfect ingredients to make you a better trader can be done on a demo account, and it should be done on a demo account. Because as soon as you start trading live money, especially if you aren't ready, especially if you don't have a system, especially if you don't have the discipline and emotional discipline to stick to a demo account, unfortunately, taking losses with real money is going to dig a deeper hole and introduce a lot of emotional problems down the road and bad habits. And that's something you just don't need as a trader. So for all that said, let's get into some pros of the demo account. And I'm just going to kind of touch on the basics here. And that is, number one, you are going to get a sense of how to use your brokerage's platform, execution platform, whether that be MT4, so MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, CTrader, TradingViewer, or whatever your broker offers that you choose. It's going to be able to let you play around with trades and take trades and get a sense of how it works. You're going to learn the ins and outs of trading all on a demo account. You don't have to put up any real money. That is perfect for any beginner or simply a struggling trader just that wants to put their live account aside and just come back to the basics and try and build a more solid foundation. There is no risk involved, and you'll be able to play with, this is good for new traders, buy like the order types, buy stops, sell stops, buy limit orders, all the different execution types. So it's great for beginner traders to learn the ins and outs of trading. And number two, this list was a little bit short, but I think this has the most impact, and that is forward testing. Now, for those of you who don't know what forward testing is, once you have back tested a strategy in historic data, back testing is a real, it's not a real world scenario. It's the perfect, best of the best scenario you are testing in historic data. So your results might not be exactly, depending on how you test, they're not going to be 100% as if you were trading them in the live market. So I recommend, and I suggest to every trader, open up a demo account once you have finished the back testing and you have your trading plan ready to go. Sorry, my camera filled up, memory card filled up again. So I just got to touch off where I left off, but forward testing is something every trader needs to do. Once you have your historic data, it's not going to line up to your real world scenario, unfortunately. So I recommend every trader to forward test on a demo account for 3 months. If you can follow your trading plan, your trading rules, you can build your lifestyle, you can build daily habits, you can find the best kind of daily routine by forward testing, and that is what's going to lead you into being the best trader you can be, because you now have a routine going forward. You're not kind of guessing and throwing money on trades and getting distracted, going to work if you have a 9 to 5, or spending time with family if you have other commitments. Being able to demo trade, yes, you got to take it seriously. Yes, you got to build emotional discipline. There is a lot of things that you still have to do on a demo account that will reflect into your live trading. Why put the risk and the extra struggle of dealing with losses, especially if you aren't ready for them, if you're a new trader like this video is targeted towards? I just wouldn't recommend it, especially in the early days of trading. Open a demo account and backtest a strategy. Like I was saying before, I've been backtesting the AceFX strategies. They are very easy to backtest. I'm currently in the process of putting together a backtesting mini course alongside Austin Silva, which is just going to be insane. I've built the spreadsheet for everyone to kind of use and help them backtesting, because backtesting is a very tedious kind of job. No one likes backtesting. I enjoy it sometimes I don't, but it is very repetitive, going back in historic data, bar by bar, doing it properly to give you the best kind of realistic results as possible. More on that later, but once you have all that historic data back tested, forward test it for 3 months, see how it's performing in the current live market, and then build your routines, your daily rituals, your lifestyle around your demo trade, and you can build the perfect routine. If you can follow your trading plan for 3 months, you have definitely built up enough kind of emotional and self-discipline to kind of transition into the live market with real money this time. Just on that note, you don't want to, if you, let's say for example, you have $5,000 to put in the market, just don't put $5,000 in there. Don't just go all in. I did that. I'm still recovering from some emotional damage from taking a bit of a loss. It was pretty painful. I didn't really care about the money side of it. It was just a weird feeling, and it was just kind of a stab in the gut. Taking a big loss with that account size. So what I would suggest, and what every beginner trader should do before just chucking all their hard-earned money into the market, let's say you have $5,000, just put 500 in there. Get used to taking 1 or 2 losses. Build the account up maybe to like 550, 600. You want to try and prove to yourself on demo that you can be consistently profitable. Like I was saying, if you can have that emotional discipline to show up every day consistently, day in, day out, follow your trade plan, follow your rules, you're going to come out profitable on the other side. you're going to build confidence. It's going to be a win-win. And then you can put more money in, put another $500 in. Then once you can prove to yourself, you can take that bigger loss as well. As your account size grows, you don't want it to grow. I know this is going to sound stupid, but you don't want it to grow too fast, because if you are, for example, if you're risking 1% per trade, that 1% figure goes up and up and up. So your losses are going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. But on the flip side, your wins will be bigger. But we don't get, too emotionally damaged when we take a win. We just get excited and our ego gets big. But it's when we take a loss, we got to be prepared for it. We have to understand losses are necessary in this game. And if you want to call it a game, and you just got to be comfortable taking losses. If you're uncomfortable taking losses, if you have a $1,000 trading account and you take, a $10 loss, I'm sure most people will be okay with that. But just throwing it out there, my kind of experience was I put $50,000 in my trading account. I stuffed up the order and it was like 1.5%, and it was like gone within a few seconds. It was a nightmare, but it was just crazy. So if you're not ready for that, it's going to do some psychological and emotional damage. So make sure you are prepared to take losses. Slowly build your account. Don't go too deep. Don't go too heavy. Size appropriately. And once you feel comfortable enough and confident, increase it a little bit. But I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I hope this will kind of help traders, beginner traders, and struggling traders off on the right foot. You don't have to lose money in trading. It is very easy to lose money in trading, but you don't have to. There is certain kind of procedures and practices you can follow that can kind of prevent that from happening. And a demo account is one of them. You can build everything you need. It's the perfect business model. You can build your trading business from the floor up without risking a cent. Just going to require some dedication, some effort, and some emotional discipline. Besides that, it's amazing. No risk involved. Back testing, forward testing, zero risk. And that is perfect. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you did, please smash the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to help the YouTube algorithm get this to other traders. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified for any new content I release. Once again, I appreciate you for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next video.